Good afternoon, everybody. I didn't do a video this week simply because I had a bit of a throat infection. It wasn't the Rona, don't worry, I'm not dying. Just a wee bit of the sniffles and a sore throat. But come on, at the end of it now, feeling a lot better. Confident enough to speak on camera again, even though I'm a wee bit stuffy. Today, I have in front of me here my plan to talk about social distancing. Now, not your normal, not that there is a normal social distancing, there is now, I suppose. Everyone has learned by the current pandemic how to socially distance themselves from other people to stop the spread of virus, yeah? We get the concept. Everyone I know seems to understand the concept. You stay away, you don't get sick, it doesn't affect your life, you live, problem solved, yeah? So what I'm suggesting is today we talk about social distancing for energy vampires. What is an energy vampire? Some of you might ask. It's pretty much self-explanatory. People who drain your energy, who on a daily basis, if you read their profile or you listen to their chat, it might just annoy you a wee bit and put you off your day or affect you mentally because of what they've said. Maybe something's hurt you. So I am suggesting that we socially distance ourselves from those bad people or toxic people, if you will. Now, not all toxic people in your life, not all people who drain your energy are necessarily bad people. And some of them may be family members, they may be friends, they may be long distance friends, they may be long life friends, they might be work friends or work enemies, whatever you want to call that. But we can apply the same measures as we are doing for the virus to those people, just to look after their own heads. So what I would recommend, we all do have those people in our life. I've never met somebody who hasn't got at least one person that annoys them. And when I meet that person, I want to have a chat with them. I need to figure some stuff out with them. So what I'm recommending is you take all the people in your life, every single person. You don't have to actually have a list of them in your head, but you can literally, it doesn't take very long to think of the people who bother you and the people who make you happy. When you sit and think about it for a few minutes, a lot of names come flooding in. So you get all those names and all those ideas and those people in your head, get a picture of them, and then create 3 separate categories in your head. Now, one category I would suggest being full of energy vampires, good and bad. Remember, some family members in there, some friends, but also some absolutely just pointless people, right? So get them all in there in that list. Get your second category, fill it with all the people in your life that you think are influential, or like your peers, anyone who, from a boss to a coach, to anyone who's outstanding in their own field of what they do. Get all them guys in there in one category, that's number 2. Then the third category is everybody else. That's an easy one. That's just everybody else who just comes in and out of your life on a daily basis. The people who are just there and part of the story, they're okay, we don't mind them. They can stay in that category, and that category can leave and be left untouched, alright? So what I'm recommending is in the first category, the vampires, the energy vampires, you go through those list of names. You sort of put a tick beside the ones who aren't going anywhere, the likes of your father, your mother, your aunt. You put a tick beside them ones because they're not going nowhere, but we've got to find a solution for that. When you get along to the people in your energy vampire list who don't really serve any purpose in your life whatsoever, then my suggestion is you just delete those people from your fucking life. Now, that seems a bit harsh, but I've done it copious amounts of times and it has worked wonders for me. And 9 out of 10 times, I don't know if it's the same for everybody else, but for me, 9 out of 10 times, the people who I've deleted from my life, who have caused me so much fucking hardship and stress in my head, when I delete those people, 9 out of 10 times, they don't even fucking notice. So this is a big point, and this is very important to say this, that 9 out of 10 times, in my experience, these people who annoy me so much they affect my day, didn't even notice that I deleted them, or I blocked them, or I muted them. That spoke volumes to me. Whenever that kind of thing happens, it makes you think to yourself, why was I so worried for it? Like, why did that person do my head in so much? How did that person bother me so much? And they didn't even fucking notice they were deleted. So that's probably going to happen. It's rarely going to happen to someone who doesn't serve your life whatsoever, someone who's just in your life giving you shit. There's very rarely they're going to catch on and actually confront you about it. And if they do, tell them how you feel. If they don't like it, they can fuck off. If they're any state of a normal person, they will probably try and understand what you've been feeling instead of just ridiculing it. Right? The second box in your head, the second category, I would recommend, like I said, putting all your peers and inspiring people in there, the influential people. And for each person you take out and delete from the energy vampire list, I want you to replace that person with a person from the middle list. So every time a negative person gets fucked out of your life, I want you to bring in a new positive person. That could be anyone. That could be anyone at all. Like I say, anyone who's outstanding in their own field, anyone who's good at what they do, and you want to learn something from them, anyone who's a better coach than you, anyone who has been doing it longer than you, be a bit more experienced, spend more time talking to your boss, your older relatives, learn some stuff. You've got to replace the negative person with a more positive person. You can't just delete things from your life and just imagine to continue on, and that void will just fill itself. You've got to fill the gap. If you don't know anyone, if you've really struggled to find people who are a peer to you or who maybe do inspire you, then go online. There's a lot of people I follow online who inspire me quite a lot on a daily basis, and I follow them people, and I have my timeline edited and personalised so that I don't really see much shit anyway. It's just what I actually want to see. I've deleted that many people now. There is no shit on my social media. Most of my social media is fucking foolproof. I can go down it and laugh, smile, and comment on mostly anything. Which before it was more of a me judging everyone on the way down, saying, what the fuck's he saying that for? Who even shares that? All them people, for me, were gone. I just deleted them all and muted them all. Every 30 days I get a wee notification on Facebook saying such and such has been muted for 30 days. Do you want to do another 30 days? Or do you want to let them off the hook? I'm like, nah, mute them again. So that would be my solution for the people you can't get rid of. Mute them. No harm done. No harm, no foul. Right. So points to remember were: get rid of the negative. Sounds simple enough. Get rid of the energy vampires, and for each one you get rid of, replace them with a peer or an influential person, someone who inspires you. And like I said, if you can't find the people in your actual life, then go online, go on Instagram, go on Facebook, go on Google, whatever it is. Have a look at everyone. Have a look at all the coaches. Have a look at all the top sports athletes in the world, all the fighters. Find someone who inspires you and start following them. And whenever you're going to find yourself in a situation where you would have been running into these energy vampires, when you're going to go to that part of your life, I would just stop where you're going and then replace that habit with the new habit, which is following someone who can actually benefit you and it doesn't just drain your life, right? That's the points to remember. Replace the negative with the positive. Identify first of all who are the energy vampires, who are the peers, and who are just the people, just the other fillers from your life. You'll find that most people just fit into the third category. There's quite a few that fit in the first one. You'll find it hard to figure out the second one, but trust me, there's more than you think in your peer category. If you have a look around, have a think around, you will come across people in your life that have been under your nose the whole time that could possibly help you or help you excel forward. Alright, that was easy enough. I'm going to put a video up later on of the session I'm going to do next. I'll see how I cope first. I'm not going to join into this video in case I die halfway through it, but I'll set up a wee time lapse later on. Thanks, guys.